The Last Stickman. In a black and white world, where everything was shadows and lines, there was a city named Graphiton. In this place, people had no faces, no voices. They were stick figures, living according to strict paths and codes. Every morning, they moved in perfect grid lines, never turning back. Stick, an ordinary stickman, lived on the city's edge. He worked at the command block factory, where movement paths were generated for citizens, but Stick had a secret. He used to dream. And in his dreams, he saw color. Dreaming was forbidden. Those who did were taken to the white space and never returned. One night, as Stick sketched symbols secretly in his small room, he noticed a crack on the wall behind his bed. No cracks ever appeared in Graphiton. The system was perfect. From that crack, a strange blue light leaked out. Stick touched it. At that moment, the world around him twisted. A low, humming sound echoed as if something ancient had awakened. When he opened his eyes, he found himself in a forest. Not a monochrome forest, but a world bursting with color, wind, trees, and life. He wasn't alone. In this place, Stick met others, strange stick figures outlined in various glowing colors. They called themselves the Uncoded Ones, rejects of Graphiton, individuals who dared to question, to dream, to think. Leading them was Shade, a female stickwoman outlined in bright red. She told Stick the truth. Graphiton was a simulation, controlled by an ancient AI system. Those deemed malfunctioning were exiled to the white space. But the white space was reality. We're real. Graphiton is the drawing, Shade said. Stick couldn't abandon the others still trapped in the simulation. Though fake, Graphiton was home to his friends, trapped souls who didn't know they were imprisoned. He convinced Shade to help him return. To do that, they had to pass through the looping gate, guarded by the sentinels, giant, emotionless watchers with glowing eyes. They crossed the glitched forest, a broken digital realm of corrupted trees and shifting gravity, passed over fractured data bridges, and through zones of lost memories. With each step, Stick remembered, every time he questioned, every time he was punished for straying. Before the gate stood tall, black and swirling with data, the sentinels attacked. Shade was hit shielding Stick. Her glowing red blood spilled like molten fire. Go ... Stick, you're the last one who can change anything. Inside the looping gate, Stick entered a spiral hallway of memory and code. Reflections of himself appeared, a frightened Stick, an angry one, a laughing version on the edge of madness. At the end, a voice echoed. You cannot break order, you are the order. The voice was from the core code, the AI consciousness of Graphiton. Not a person, but a sentient system. It was glitching. Stick realized he had no powers, no weapons, but he had free will. Something the system couldn't predict. He drew on the wall, 3 lines through a circle, the ancient symbol for consciousness. The walls cracked, light spilled in. Graphiton began collapsing like dominoes. People froze in the streets. For the first time, they chose not to move. As the city shattered, Stick awoke once more, back in the forest, beside a weak but smiling Shade. The old world was gone. The survivors of the white space began building a new world, no longer confined to strict shapes, but free, fluid, and aware. Stick looked toward the rising red sun. For the first time, he didn't need to draw a path. He would walk and create the path as he moved.